Are you on a whole food plant-based diet, or maybe you're curious about a whole food plant-based diet, or maybe you're following the Starch solution? If you are and you're trying to lose weight and get healthy, then this is the channel for you. Hi, I'm Debbie Chu from Chu on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm a plant-based RN. And on my channel, you're going to find whole food plant-based recipes that are made without oil. And today I'll be showing you one of those recipes, quick and easy. Recently, I've been adding a lot more greens to my dishes, which I really love. I've always tried to incorporate greens, but I noticed I was kind of lacking a little bit. So I started boosting my green intake. And this recipe will definitely include lots of greens. So if that sounds good to you, stick around, let's get started. There's so many good things about greens. Greens are a great way to reduce inflammation in your body, packed full of calcium, vitamins, minerals, and should be an essential part of your diet. So this recipe is going to be a quick stir fry, and I'm going to be adding a ton of greens to it. So let's head over to the stove and I'll show you how easy it is to put together. So you want to start with a really deep pan because you're going to be adding in a ton of greens. So I've got this heating up. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of water. You don't want to add in a lot, just a little bit, because we're not cooking with oil. And then I'm going to add a 10-ounce package of these sliced Crimini mushrooms. And these mushrooms are going to release their own moisture. That's why I don't like to use a lot of water. Otherwise, it's just going to get super mushy. And then to this, I'm going to add a half of a sliced sweet onion. And I like to break up the little rings here. And we're not going to add any salt or anything to this recipe right now. We just want these veggies to release their natural moisture. So we'll let these cook for a few minutes. We want the mushrooms to cook down. Now you can see how much these have cooked down. Now we're going to deglaze the pan with about 4 tablespoons of coconut aminos. And you want to get all that flavor that's on the bottom of the pan. All those little bits. That's just pure flavor. Now I'm going to add a cup of soybeans. And these are soybeans I just made in my pressure cooker. If you don't want to use soybeans or don't have soybeans, you could use chickpeas instead. 1 can, rinsed and drained, would be fine. So we're just going to let these cook in the coconut aminos for a couple of minutes, get some flavor on them. And we're also going to add some spices. I've got a little bit of salt, ground ginger, onion powder, garlic powder. All the exact ingredients will be in the description box. Almost forgot, for a little color, we're going to add in 1 chopped carrot. And I am on medium heat here, and we're just going to let this go for about 5 minutes. Now we're going to add a whole mess of kale. We're going to put the lid on and let this wilt down. Now you can see how much it's cooked down already. Now at this point, I like to sprinkle on a little bit more salt. If you're salt free, you can leave this part out, but really just like a pinch. And just a little bit more of the garlic and the onion powder. Just not a lot. And then give it another stir, and we are almost there. I just love how they just get so green. It's beautiful. You want to be sure not to overcook them. So now, right now, I'm going to just turn the heat off and let these sit for a few more minutes with the heat off, and then I'm going to heat up my rice and we'll plate it up and taste it. If you are enjoying what you're watching so far, I hope you consider subscribing. And make sure you hit that notification bell. I do post videos every Tuesday and Saturday. And if you're not sure about a plant-based diet, I do have a short ebook that explains the benefits of a plant-based diet. And be sure to sign up for my newsletter. It comes out every other month. And in my newsletter, I address different topics. Some are from a nursing perspective. Tips, tricks, and recipes are all in there as well. So all those links will be below in the description box or show notes, whatever you want to call it. So here we go, finished product, beautiful 50-50 plate. Look at the color, that greens, the carrots, the soybeans, perfect combo for me. And one thing I do want to bring up, I do get comments about portion sizes saying that, oh, I could never eat that much food. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, do not compare yourself to me or anyone else. You eat till you're comfortably full. It looks different for everyone. And I don't even know if I'm going to eat all this. And this plate is mainly for pictures, photo, for video. Not necessarily that I'm going to eat the whole thing. And if I don't, I'll save it for later and eat it later. So please, please, please don't think that these sizes are what you should be eating. You need to eat what fits your lifestyle, your body, your makeup. And like I said, it's different for everyone. So with that being said, I'm going to take a taste of this. And I have it separate just because it looks pretty, but I always mix it up. And I put some of my sweet chili sauce on here. You could put some more coconut aminos on there, whatever you want. Simple and easy. And I'm getting a ton of greens and I'm super happy about that. All right, here goes. Really, really, really good. One of the things I love about kale is it's got a really strong flavor, but I love that you just have to chew it and chew it and chew it. And I really feel like I'm burning calories while I'm eating kale. I know that's silly, but I just feel like kale is a great way to slow down your meal because you really have to chew it. A lot of times I eat fast and, you know, maybe eat more than I should. But this is a great way for you to slow yourself down is to eat kale. This recipe makes about 4 servings and really super economical. You can really stretch a buck with this meal. And it comes together really quick. This is great weeknight meal. You know, you'll have leftovers, so I'm going to take this to work with me tomorrow. It reheats beautifully. So I hope you liked this video. If you found value, if it was helpful, if you got a good idea from it, please hit the like button. And if you've made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you sticking with me to the end. Make sure you comment below with kale, and that way I know you were with me the whole time. Remember that all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate. Until next time, thank you. What is that noise? Somebody's creeping by. It's weird. So this recipe is going to definitely include. Adding greens to your recipes are such a great way to get your, oh my God. So let's head, well, that's interesting. I've lost my friggin' mind.